This is our Weekly 0206, and it's time for another Comic Book Community Want List. This is episode number 20, and we are going to be focusing on Kevin Nowlan tonight. So once again, and I apologize for this, I didn't have a whole lot of time to look for books. I did get some information on him and so on, but he actually came out, well, there's I think it's the Batman and the Outsiders number 3. He did the variant cover for, Kevin Nowlan did. I haven't picked that up yet because that comes out this week, I think. So I'll be picking that up, but currently I don't have it. So anyway, I will get started telling you about Kevin Nowlan. Let's see. Kevin Nowlan was born February 7th, 1958, the day after my birthday. But I wasn't born in 58. I wasn't born that far back is what I'm trying to say. He's older than I am. I was born in 1964. There, now you all know how old I am. Okay, now before I get into awards and things like that, I just want to... I didn't find a whole lot of information about him, but I did find a little bit, and most of what I found was just all the different things that he did, because he's done a ton of work. But anyway, he's an American comic book artist who worked as a penciler, inker, colorist, and letterer. He has been called one of the few artists who can be called artist's artist. He is a master of the various disciplines of comic production, from design to draftsmanship to dramatics. Okay. So I'll give you a little background on his early life. Kevin Nowlan was born, like I said, February 7th, 1958, in Nebraska. He has 4 older brothers and sisters. His brother read comic books, particularly DC Comics, and Nowlan has had comics around him since he can remember. As an illustrator, Nowlan is mostly self-taught, but did attend a trade school for approximately a year and a half to learn design and layout. And then a little bit about his career. Nowlan first came to the industry let's try that again. Nowlan first came to the industry's attention in the early 1980s via illustrations in the fan press, most notably the Comics Journal and Amazing Heroes. Nowlan's first published work for Marvel Comics was Doctor Strange number 57 in February of 1983. He has worked for DC Comics and other comic publishers. He contributed to the adult Penthouse Comics in 1992. Okay. He inked the Batman Sword of Azrael miniseries, which introduced the character Azrael. He drew the short story The Castle in Vertigo Jam number 1, August 1993, which featured the Sandman and was part of the Kindly Ones story arc. One of Nowlan's prominent contribution to comics is the creation of Jack B. Quick with writer Alan Moore. This character appeared several times in Tomorrow Stories under the American Best Comics imprint. Although the majority of his work is as an inker, he has provided both pencils and lettering for various comics. He is a noted cover illustrator. Nowlan contributed character designs to Batman, the animated series, most notably the Penguin, the Mad Hatter, and the Man-Bat. Nowlan has described himself as a finisher rather than an inker. Although only in specific reference to work where you see too much of me, and has expressed an ambivalence towards this role, saying it's not the right way to ink someone else's pencils. So that's pretty much all I have about him himself. I take that back. I do have a little bit more. Most of what I have on this paper is just the work that he's done, and I'm going to go through that rather quickly, but let's see. Let's go on here. His style gives a strong emphasis towards both facial expression and posture, and in neither case is he constrained by the conventions of the comic book hero, and his protagonists are often depicted with awkward expressions or body postures. Steve Gerber's posthumous Man-Thing story, the screenplay of The Living Dead Man, with art by Nowlan, originally planned as a 1980s graphic novel before being left uncompleted by the artist. It was revived in 2010 and appeared as a 3-issue miniseries cover titled The Infernal Man-Thing. Early September, actually come out early September, October 2012. The story was a sequel to Gerber's Song Cry of the Living Dead Man in Man-Thing number 12, December 1974. Nowlan inked the 1990s variant cover, penciled by Dan Jurgens for Action Comics 1000, June 2018, and inked the Actionland chapter drawn by Jose Luis Garcia Lopez in that same issue. Alright, now I'm going to go over some of his work. So from Marvel, he's done Doctor Strange, several issues of that. As we said earlier, Gather My Disciples Before Me with Roger Stearns, inked by Terry Austin. That was done that was in Doctor Strange Volume 2, number 57 in 1983. And then he did some other work for Doctor Strange in 2015, 2016, 2017, and 2019. Moon Knight. So he did some work on Moon Knight. Issue number 29 in 1983. Issue number 31 in 1983. 32, 33, 35. And then he also done Dalgata number 2 through 6. Batman Black and White number 4. I never thought about that. I'm sure I have that one because I have all the black and whites from when those come out. Monsters in the Closet's what that one's called, from 1996. Aliens, Havoc number 1. Tomorrow's Stories, Small Town Stardom. So these are just a few of the titles he's done. Green Lantern / Superman Legend of the Green Flame, Chapter 4, that was in 2000. X-Men First Class Specials, The Museum of Oddities, done in 2007. The Graveyard Book, doesn't say when that one was done. Lobster Johnson. Satan Smells a Rat. And then, as far as covers only, he did the Comics Journal number 68, 75, 77, 98, 99, and that was done between 1981 and 1985. Amazing Heroes, number 13, 17, 35, 56, 115, 167. New Defenders, number 128, 133 through and 134. 137, 149, 151. Doctor Strange, Volume 2, number 81 in 1987. Teen Titans Spotlight, number 6, 1987. And as I said, these are just books that he did covers on. And skipping on down, we've got the New Mutants, number 56 from 1987. Batman 412 and 703. 412 being from 87, 703 from 2010. I probably have those books too, but I didn't realize he'd done those. Nick Fury vs. Shield, number 5. Action Comics Weekly, 639. Wolverine, Volume 2, number 11 through 16. Armor, number 11 and 12. Mangus Robot Fighter, Volume 2, number 10. Showcase 94, number 1. And I'll read off a few more of these and I'll give you something else. The Man of Steel Galleries, number 1. ID4 Independence Day, number 0 through 2. X-Men Lost Tales, number 1 from 1997. Legends of the DC Universe, number 10 and 11, and number 39. Deadpool, number 49. Hulk Smash, number 1 and 2. Let's see. Adventures of Superman, 608 and 609. 612 through 616. 619 and 620 through 623. Hawkman, Volume 4, number 32 and 33. The War That Time Forgot, number 7. Flashpoint, The Outsider, number 1 through 3. Before Watchmen, Night Owl, number 1. The Amazing Spider-Man, Volume 3, number 1 from 2014. Savage Wolverine, number 21 and 22. Sinestro, Future's End, number 1. Batgirl, Volume 4, number 35 and number 50. All New Captain America, number 6 from 2015. Secret Wars, number 2, 2015. Green Arrow, Volume 5, number 46. Batman the Shadow, which I think I have that one to show you, number 4. Black Widow, Volume 8, number 1. Star Wars, Dr. Aphra, number 29. Batman and the Outsiders, Volume 3, number 5. Which is not out yet. So, I don't think. I may be thinking wrong. I was thinking number 3 is the one that was coming out this week. I may be wrong. Maybe it's number 5 instead of number 3. And then he done a lot of inking for several different books. A lot of them in the same, same genre. Doctor Strange, Incredible Hulk, Batman, The Avengers, Punisher, Strike Force, Cloak and Dagger, Action Comics, Armor, Showcase, Megalith. I have a few of those too. Batman, X Factor, Wildcats, Vampirella, 25th anniversary, Green Lantern, Star Wars, Night Force. So yeah, I mean, it just goes on and on. There's like 5 pages of nothing but the stuff that he did or that he's done as either colorist or inker or penciler or cover art. So a few of the awards that he's received. 1993 Will Eisner Comic Industry Awards for Best Inker for the Batman Sword of Azrael. 1994 Will Eisner Comic Industry Awards. He was a nominee for Best Penciler, Inker, or Penciler Inker Team. That was on Salvation Run? No. Alien Salvation, I'm sorry, for Dark Horse. 1997, Will Eisner Comic Industries Award nominee, Best Penciler and Inker, or Penciler Inker Team. And that was on Doctor Strange Fate. In 2000, he was another nominee for the Will Eisner Award for Best Colorist. Also in 2000, he was the winner for the Will Eisner Comic Industry Awards, Best Penciler Inker or Penciler Inker Team in Tomorrow's Story. So, gives you a little background on him. Now I'm going to show you a few of the books that he did. Now, naturally, all I could find at the, on the spur of the moment, I couldn't find any DC, or I mean, I couldn't find any Marvel. And I'm sure I've got some, but like I said before, a lot of the books that I have for Marvel, I haven't had a chance to get all of the cover artists in the spreadsheet. So I am working on that. It's coming along, but I don't have it completed yet. So there may be some in there that I just don't realize are his. So let's start out. This is Batman Hidden Treasures, number 1. I don't remember when this came out, but I don't think it's really all that old. But it was written by Bernie Wrightson, and then Kevin Nowlan did the art and did the cover. I don't know if he did the internal art. I think he did, but I know he did the cover. And I thought I had this entire run of the Sword of Azrael, because there's 1 through 4. And all I could see, or all I found, was number 3 and 4. So here's Sword of Azrael number 3. And down here at the bottom, if I can get this thing to focus for you, it has Nolan's signature at the very bottom of that. We'll try to get it to focus here. Maybe I can get somewhere with it. And maybe I can't. Come on. Alright, my camera's not going to cooperate tonight, so there we go. Now if I could just hold it still. Trying to reach over here and grab this. Got everything in my way. So let's try this again. Alright, I think I got it. Anyway, next up is Sword of Azrael number 4. Yeah, bring it back here. I really like this cover. I actually have two of this book. And we'll see if you can see. It started to do it. Come on. I can't really tell if you can see that or not because it's pretty small. I've got my face right into my computer, so anyway. And then here's Batman the Shadow number 1. Cover by Kevin Nowlan. All right. That's all I have on Kevin Nowlan, unfortunately. So, oh, you know what? Something else I want to show you. I'm going to show you this just because I got it. I just got this in the mail. this is the ID TV series 1966 Batmobile. See, it says Hot Wheels ID. This thing has a chip in the bottom of the Batmobile. I don't know if you can make that out or not. See, it tells you on the back here, download, scan, games, evolve, whatever. That don't mean nothing to me, but I had to have the Batmobile. But this opens up like this, and you can see the Batmobile down inside there, kinda. The lid on it is even magnetic, so it holds it shut. But yeah, you know I like collecting Batmobiles in general, but 66 Batmobiles especially, so I had to pick this up. And so I just wanted to throw that out there tonight. Just a little filler. Anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed this little trip down memory lane with Kevin Nowlan. Get to know him a little better. You know, it's kind of funny because initially I was going to do Graham Nowlan, which his last name's not spelt the same as Kevin's, but I was going to do Graham Nowlan, and for some reason I got on Kevin Nowlan and ended up going with that. So maybe next week I'll do Graham Nowlan. Alright? If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate you subscribing. And thank you to everyone who's watched my video tonight, or whenever you see this. I'm actually recording it on Tuesday night, so it'll go up Wednesday night as normal. Alright, so that's all I have. And everybody have a great night. Have a great remainder of the week. And we will see you all next video.